Well, let us look at this one of the carvings in order to keep in line with the Igbo traditional ethos of uh, their own philosophy and ideology about the cosmos, about their life, and how to exist in their environment they find themselves. This very carving is called the Azu. Azu in Igbo land. Some call it Mbo. Some use it as a gate for in entrance to a well-titled, a full-titled man in Igbo land. They also title holders. If you are entering their compound, the gate you pass through, you will see the Azu made of wood. It's called as wooden door. Some people call it Mbo, some people call it Mbozo. But the original name is Azu. In this Azu, if you look at this carved, it's an ancient carving. You can find this carving. Some people look at it as Ichima. It's Ichi though because of the way the artist used some of the traditional materials, gauges, to engrave or incise some of the forms. But it's not ordinary the way people think. Some call it Uli designs, some call it Ichi marks, but it's not true. You remember, as the primary function of African art is that is art for life, more of art for life than art for art's sake. What do I mean by that? It's art for life because they do those art because of what they feel the art will do for them by helping them to solve certain social problems. This art for life, in one of these, some of these emblems you see, this one is called the Opesi. Opesi is is a kind of sculpture, wood sculpture, that some people mistake in the internet. Some people call it Ikenga because they saw these two horns as a stylized Ikenga. But in the making of Opesi, there must be the spiritual Ikenga, and that's why you can find the horn. But this is an Opesi symbol. It's an Opesi symbol, not Ikenga. In this Opesi, Opesi is made up of different psychic forces that the Igbo man looked at. Like just the way we have the 10 commandments, that's the way the Igbo man look at Opesi. Because with Opesi, you can exploit so many things in life. You can face any challenge in life. And one of the aspects of Opesi which is remarkable, the things that made up the Opesi, is what we call the Ezumezu. The Ezumezu is made up of 4 market days. It could be represented with lines, 4 lines representing Eke, Oye, Afo, Nko. Some people represent the Ezumezu in that form. And also we have the Ufo. Ufo is like is a kola nut serving sauce. And nowadays, these days, because of Christianity, some people use ordinary plate to serve kola, which contradicts the essence of what the Igbo man stands for. The Ufo, the name Ufo means good reputation, good omen. That if you have a visitor, in your place, when you bring out Ufo with the kola nut on the Ufo, it means that you are thinking about your visitor. You are thinking well about your visitor. That you don't have any grudges against him. That you have a good reputation. That the person can trust you in whatever you give him to eat. That's the summary of what Ufo means. And we still have the Omiru. Omiru, like people call it in the English, they call good luck We have a symbol for good luck. And most of the Igbo films, our Igbo films, you have, like this one is the obvious. The Igbo films, you have the look at the UFO. The UFO as part of the obesi. If I take you to my office, if you go to my office now, you can find some of this UFO. You can go and get it for me. UFO in my office, the shelf. Look at UFO. Like I said, it's good reputation. That you are thinking good of your visitor. That your visitor can trust you, can give his life to you because you will not harm him or her. And at times, the Igbo people, they give name. They derive their names from this symbol called UFO. That's why you have Nwabufu. If you have a child, it means because of that your child, you could be remembered when you must have gone. So you must do everything to show that you must do everything good to have, in order to keep a good legacy for your children. So that the Igbo man say, Afunwa elotanna. Afunwa elotanna. It means in Igbo that once you see a child, you remember the father. If the father is not a good man, it means that the essence of having UFO is being defeated. So we have UFO for the female, is a gender thing. The female call it UFOma. It's still the same thing. And when they talk about UFO, they are talking about this thing. You can see a prototype of UFO symbol here.